Alright, what up YouTube, Doomnyc here with another banlist discussion. This is pretty much a video based on what other people are saying about the ban list, about their predictions. These are by no means my predictions or what I think is going to happen, but this is what other people are saying. So I just wanted to point out, see you guys' comments. Let me know what you guys think. Alright, so these are cards that people think are probably going to go to 1. So first off, we're going to start off with JD. Some people are talking about this going to 1. Honestly, if you put JD to 1, you can pretty much count Lightsworn out of the meta completely. I really don't see them as that big of a threat this format, or any of the past, I don't know, 2-3 formats. So putting this to 1 pretty much will just devastate that deck. So I don't really see this going to 1, but some people are talking about it. So I can't really say anything about that. A lot of people are talking about Dandelion going to 1. I really don't agree. I think that the Breed Dragon going to 1 is the major card that's going to slow them down. I don't think Dandelion, to me, it's a broken card. It's good again in a lot of different decks, but this at 1 really will just take this completely out. Only plants will be playing this. I don't know. I just don't see that going to 1. This card, Blizzard. Again, everybody keeps saying that Blackpink's going to get touched. Remember, I thought Icarus and Kalut, because I think Kalut's a little unfair. I think Icarus is just gives you too many pluses, but a lot of people talking about this being an instant level 6 or a level 5. To quite honestly, Kalut gives the element of surprise, so does Icarus attack. Even though you know one of their face downs is probably Icarus, it's still the element surprise, because you don't have to activate it immediately. So your opponent might second guess himself, say, well, maybe he doesn't have Icarus down. Well, with this card, it's pretty much no surprise there. You summon it, and then of course you can stop this card. You can effect Veiler it, you can crow the card they're gonna bring back. So I don't really see this getting hit at all, but some people are saying it's gonna go to 1. This card, Magician of Faith. Again, last format was the same thing. People were talking about how this card was, might come back to 1 because there aren't any power spells. But to be quite honest, even even if they ban Dark Hole, but if they bring back Monster, if they bring back Heavy Storm, you still got Heavy Storm and Monster Reborn. I would love this card to come back, but I personally don't think it's coming back. I think unless we're in a format where there's like no really splashable spells, I don't see this coming back. And last, I've been hearing a lot of people talk about Royal Decree going to 1. First off, I think when Royal Decree was at 2, it wasn't that good. It wasn't that playable. So putting it to 1 to me is just kind of ridiculous. I don't really mind it that much at 3, to be honest, because you do have double MST, and then you do run, counter traps like Solemn, and also you have Cold Wave. You just have so many different things. Giant Trunade, that monsters that kill back row. I don't really see a need to limit that, but anyway. Alright, so these are cards now that they said people have been talking about going to 2. Caius. Now, I did say last format that Caius would go to 2. After seeing the type of cards that are coming out, like that people are using now, I don't really see Caius as much as I used to, so I really don't think this card should get touched at all. The card's good. I mean, it's one of the best cards in the game, but really bringing this down to 2, it doesn't make a difference. A lot of people run only 2 Caius anyway if they do run it in a non-Monarch deck, so I don't really see anything wrong with that. Trag going to 2. I mean, the basis behind this is pretty good. With 6 amps swarming the field, it'll prevent them from OTKing you, fish from OTKing and stuff like that. I mean, me personally, Tragodia at 3 was a little too much. Dragoti at 1 makes it pretty unplayable. So maybe this card at 2 might help. I'm not really sure. But again, this is not one of my predictions. So we'll just have to wait and see on that one. Okay. Plague Spreader. Again, I know I love zombies. I like playing that deck. I would love to see Plague Spreader go to 2, like some people are, saying that it might happen, but I really don't think so. Plague Spreader, even though this is like the only zombie tuner, it's playable in almost every deck. So this going to 2 would probably not be a good idea, because it's played in so many different decks. It's not just zombies. Better if we just bring back Mizuki to 2. That'd be a lot better. Fall Troll, again, a lot of people said that, with my Dark Soul pick, it's not going to happen because it's a TCG exclusive. So people are saying that Fall Troll will get semi'd instead. It's not really that bad of a choice, but again, I really don't, Fall Troll is iffy at times. If you draw too many Fall Trolls, then, you can't summon them and they're dead cards in your hand. And this is a lot of, I think Dark Soul is the best X-Saber, but that's just my opinion. It gets you whatever X-Saber you need. So Fall Troll going to 2, I don't think it really makes that much of a difference, to be honest, because if Dark Soul stays at 3, you're still going to get Fall Troll whenever you need it. So this card is actually not that bad. A lot of people, when I say a lot of people have been saying Summoner Monk to 2. Actually not a bad idea. If Cat doesn't come back, and a lot of people want Cat to stay banned, then Summoner Monk going to 2 is actually really good. I'll probably start playing Flamvels if this goes to 2, because this would be really good. Or as a matter of fact, I think this will make Scraps really broken, because 2 Summoner Monk, summon it, defense, discard, get a Scrap Beast, sync level 8, and you can get your Dark End Dragon with this. This is really good. If this goes to 2, definitely expect to see me playing Summoner Monk. Alright. Pot of Avarice. Honestly, it is easy nowadays to get monsters in the grave to use this card, but most people that run it at 3, it kind of clutters the deck. So most people are going to run this at 2 anyway. So semiing it to 2 is not really going to make much of a difference. That's why I think it's not going to happen. But a lot of people have been talking about that. And last card to go to 2, Gotham's E-Call. To be honest, X-Saber decks that do use this card, they don't run more than 2. Like, I have never played an X-Saber deck that played 3 of these. So bringing this to 2, if you brought it to 1, it might make a difference, but bringing it to 2, I don't really see much impact there. Alright, now these are the cards that people are saying should just be unlimited. Alright, first we got this. This is a proxy because I can't find mine. Ojama Trio. Definitely Ojama Trio should come off the ban list, to be honest. It went to 2 last ban list, and honestly nobody used it. I didn't see it anywhere. So yeah, I don't actually, you know what, too, if your opponent plays it on you, it's actually a good thing, because you get 3 level 2 tokens. So if you have a Plague Spreader in your hand, or even a Deep Sea Diva even, you can synchro with the tokens, you don't take any damage. It's actually like a plus for you. So nobody's running Ojama Trio. It should not even be on the ban list. Next card, Skill Drain. Some people are saying that Skill Drain decks are unplayable with this at 2. Me personally, I think that Skill Drain decks with this at 3 are kind of annoying. They're pretty annoying. They're just like the Gemini decks now, but Skill Drain can be a major factor. I think the reason this got limited was because Blackwing players were using it, and I think with this at 3, I don't know, I don't agree. I think this should stay at 2. I wouldn't want to see that back at 3. Next card, Snipe Hunter, go to 3. I definitely, I don't have any opinion on this card. I think it's terrible, to be honest, because it depends on a dice roll to destroy a card. I think Gunyer is way better. Bryonic, you have synchros that do a way better job than this. So this coming off the ban list, it doesn't make much of a difference to me. Chaos Sorcerer, go to 3. To be honest with you, I don't really see a difference here either. Chaos Sorcerer, you don't want to play too many of these. You're not really going to see people playing 3, I don't think. I mean, there's a lot of Chaos decks out there, but it runs really smooth at 2. Honestly, if you play a Chaos deck, would you really play this at 3? You're probably going to draw it way too often, and you're not going to have the requirements that you need, and it's just not going to be that good. So if it comes off, it comes off, you know. It doesn't really make much of a difference to me. Alright, and last 2 cards, we got this one, Magical Stone Excavation. Again, another card that I really don't see any reason for this to be, you know, at 2 on the ban list. Nobody uses it. You have to discard 2 cards to get back one, you know, 1 card from, it's 1 spell. Yeah, to get 1 spell. So it's a huge minus. And I mean, unless you're playing a deck that really wants monsters, and that's, you know, saying that you even have the monsters to discard. I honestly think that this could be at 3 and nobody would still use it, so, you know, whatever, that can come off. And last card, Gold Sark. And to be quite honest with you, I mean, this is one of my favorite cards. I really like Gold Sark, especially playing Dark Arm Dragon or Lightsworn decks, because it gets you your big boss monster whenever you get it. I personally don't think this is gonna go to 3. A lot of people have been talking about it, how it's slow and all this other nonsense. Yeah, it's slow, definitely, but I mean, how many times, you know, play 10 games with Lightsworn, and your first hand, give yourself Gold Sark your first turn every game for those 10 games, and then put away Judgment Dragon and just see how many of those 10 games you end up winning. Getting JD or Dark Armed like really early in a game is game changing. I don't really see this going to 3. I think that this card would be super abused, especially in Fish OTK, if this was at 3. So I think this is staying at 2, but that's just my opinion. So yeah, this is these aren't my predictions. These are predictions from other people that play Yu-Gi-Oh! So write your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think about what other people are saying about the ban list. And yeah, please rate, don't forget to subscribe, and until next time, YouTube, peace.